Hello and welcome to my weekly video on Mondays where I go over the top performers of the week in the 4 major regions. I identify the top 2 players in each role based on 5 or 6 different statistics that I think are kind of integral to how a player might have done. So we go over that, some of the key stats, and it's just an interesting thing, especially when you see players that you don't expect on there, which we're going to start with right away. But on the Discord, which the link is in the description, you will see the complete list with tiers of where the players around what players were around other players in a similar tier with similar statistical output overall. This is not only relative to their region as a whole, but also relative to their team, which we'll get to right away. So, HLE and Doodoo. So you're going to say to yourself, why the hell is Doodoo on there? I said this last week. Like the same exact words. And the fact is, over the last several weeks, Doodoo has been the only person really dealing damage for his team. He went 11, 18, and 12. KDA stinks relative to the region. But 38% of the team's kills came from Doodoo and 34% of the damage, which other top laners cannot say. What I do is I give you the KDA, and then I go over the 2 key statistics that got them where they are on the list. Zayas from T1 went 13, 14, and 39. 500 damage per minute, and 69 KP in top lane for T1. His teammate, Owner, was the top-rated jungler, going 23, 8, and 33, 31% of T1's kills, and 16% of their damage, which 16 doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty standard for junglers. You oftentimes maybe get to the 20 to 21 mark, going over that seldomly. Dread from Nongshim, 22, 17, and 40, 25% of the team's kills and 375 damage per minute in his case. Lava from Fredit was the top-rated mid laner, going 22, 12, and 38, 87 KP, and 33% of Fredit damage. Zika followed him up, going a monstrous 30, 12, and 41. 83 KP and 35% of DRX's kills. So most of the action obviously came with Zika in the lineup. Zika in the fight. When you take part in 71 kills, that's going to happen. Ruler from Gen G, top-rated bot laner, going 39 and 21 with 44 kill share and 730 damage per minute. People might be like, oh, why can't I read this? Well, I don't know how I'm going to fit all this on one board. On a board, and you'd be able to actually see it all, but that's why I'm kind of reading it to you. Prince from Sandbox followed him up, so second-rated bot laner. 25, 7, and 28, 80 KP and 38 kill share in his case. At support, we have Cal from Sandbox going 3, 7, and 55 with 88 KP, and Lahens going 1, 11, and 57 with 85 KP. In the LPL, Summit was the top-rated top laner. From FPX going 10, 12, and 22, trying to carry his team with 31% of the damage and 74 KP, which is actually really high for a top laner. Breathe from RNG went 26, 22, and 54, as he really solidified himself for me as he is a solid top laner. I thought that, I don't think he's been, but I don't think he's as, average as I thought. 800 damage per minute and 26 damage share in his case. So you see the gap there in damage from Summit to Breathe relative to their teams. That's why Summit's the first one. Kanavi from JDG continues to appear on the list, going 18, 4, and 37, 19 damage share, 470 damage per minute. Wei from RNG went 25, 17, and 75 as RNG try and when they played IG, they put up some serious kill numbers, both teams, and in their other series they did solid as well. 79 KP for Wei and 400 damage per minute. Rookie from V5, 31, 9, and 43, 33 kill share, 750 damage per minute. Xiaohu, 35, 9, and 59, 850 damage per minute, and 75 KP behind Rookie. KDA's better, DPM's better, KP might be better than Rookie, but Rookie's got him in kill share and damage share and other things. Bot lane, Jackie Love from Top Esports, 12, 2, and 11, only playing in one series. 79 KP and 41% of the team's kills. Fodic from Victory 5, 28, 9, and 39, 825 damage per minute, 32 damage share. So between Fodic and Rookie, you actually had, Rookie's is 33 kill share. I was going to say 60 damage share, but it's not the numbers that I'm looking for. PP God from Victory 5, top rated support, going 7, 9, and 74, 83 kills he participated in, giving him an 82 KP. Ming from RNG, 5, 12, and 96, 101 kills he participated in, and that was only 80% of the kills for RNG this past week. Yeah, because I mean 26 plus 51, I mean between just top, jungle, and mid, you've got 51 kills. You got 86 kills between the three. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. Just 1 second. Sorry about that pause. I had to verify that RNG actually had all those kills, and Yahoo at least had 35 kills. So, yeah, so that's for LPL. LEC, Otawamne was the top-rated top laner. Yes, this is where things get a little weird. Top lane in the LEC, very weird. Because he went 4, 2, and 3, his KDA was not awful. 31% of the team's kills and 31% of their damage. Rogue sucked. So Odo did 1/3 of the work, which is not common for a top laner. I mean, overall, to do 31% of damage and kill share across 2 games. And also go 4, 2, and 3, like not participate much. Gen X for SK, 3, 4, and 2, a similar story, 37 damage share, dealing 550 damage per minute, which is more than we saw out of Zeus for T1, a lot less than we saw out of Breathe for RNG. Yankos from G2, top-rated jungler, 11, 7, and 25, 16 damage share, 400 damage per minute. Xerxes once again appears on the list again for Astralis, trying to do work for the team, going 4, 4, and 19, 15% of their damage, 82 KP. Xerxes appeared on here probably 3 times already, and the fact of the matter is he puts up damage and gets kills relative to his team, which ends up putting him up here. Plus, Astralis didn't do awful this week. Nuclear Imp from BDS put on a clinic against Excel, 14, 5, and 9, 79 KP, 48 kill share this past weekend. Dajor from Astralis, 7, 10, and 13, so similar to the Doodoo situation. 34 damage share, 725 damage per minute, which is very high. 725 damage per minute. I mean, that's slightly less than Rookie. You know, I mean, it was solid numbers for the LEC. Now, his KDA, not that good, but the other stats outweigh it. Plus 34 damage share. Jungle mid had 49% of the damage for Astralis this past weekend. Flacked from G2, 19, 1, and 16, 44 kill share, 37 damage share, as he really did very well this past weekend. Maybe his best weekend I've ever seen him play. Neon from Misfits, 18, 2, and 15, 925 damage per minute, and 37 damage share. Same damage share as Flacked, but dealt a hell of a lot more damage per minute. Support Targamas alongside Flacked went 3, 1, and 34, 86 KP. With supports, we only look at KDA and KP, by the way. Damage isn't fair. If a player gets a Senna, or, you know, we've got a Senna bot lane and it just screws up all the numbers. Zhang Hun from Astralis went 4, 9, and 21, 89 KP. LCS, Bwipo was great in top lane this past week, going 14, 3, and 12, 39% of Liquid's kills and 30% of their damage. Fudge, similar to Doodoo and Otawamne, is up here, despite going 6, 8, and 4. He had 46% of C9's kills, as they completely sucked. It was awful. 46% of their kills, 31% of their damage. Closer from 100 Thieves, 14, 5, and 19, 30 kill share, 435 damage per minute. That's very good numbers. I think he's the only jungler with double-digit kills in the LCS. Santorin, 8, 2, and 18, 15 damage share, 335 damage per minute. Just shows you how much damage Closer is putting up. Over 100 damage per minute more. Takui from FlyQuest put on I mean, I was going to say put on a clinic again, but I'm not going to use the same reference, even though I just did. Similar to Nuclear Int, except he lost. For Takui, he lost, where Nuclear Int won. Takui had 12 kills on Zoe in a loss to CLG yesterday. 12, 5, and 10 on the weekend. 88% KP, and just under half of the team's kills at 48%. PoE, aka Power of Evil for Immortals, went 6, 2, and 7, 76 kill participation, and 36% of his team's damage. FBI from 100 Thieves, 20, and 4, and 16, 1,100 damage per minute. That is just a bleeping ton of damage. 1,100 damage. I don't see that anywhere else on this board. 43% of 100 Thieves kills. Spawn from Dignitas had a great weekend, despite being on a really sucky team that is trying to get better with young players plus bio. But Spawn, 6-1 and 9, only died once in 2 games, 15 KDA, 40 kill damage share, dealt 40% of the team's damage. It's very high, even for an 80 carry. 79% KP. Support Huhi alongside FBI went 0-3 and 42 with 89 KP, and then Vulcan from EG went 1-1 and 18 with 79 KP. So that is your top performers of the week. Comment down below with your opinions. Remember, this is 100% stats based, so you know, I understand some players might have looked better than others, but statistically, it is what it is. The complete list is on the Discord if you want to take a look at that. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Tomorrow, my roundup will be out, as well as my patch 12-13 look back video, which I've been doing throughout all of the season, looking at the most common matchups from the last patch that we just finished. So stay tuned for all of that, and thank you for watching.